What is happening, you guys? I knew you guys would click on this video. Thank you guys so much for clicking. Thanks for allowing us to keep working through this horrible time, and for allowing me to just keep people working at home and keeping them employed. A lot of us, we're struggling right now. So I'm giving away $5,000 total over the spring to help you guys, to help as many people as possible. Head over to my Instagram, look for this image right here, the newest contest. We'll also link to it down below. Week 1, we gave away $500 in cash. Week 2, we gave away a Nintendo Switch. Week 3, we gave $500 away to a charity of your guys' choosing. So make sure you guys are a part of this, and good luck. So I know a lot of us are stuck at home and it's so boring. We're coming on to our 4th or 5th or even 6th weeks of isolation, and I just want to go out, see a random person and just hug them because I miss human connection. I miss touching another human being. I know I'm here with my wife and my baby, but I want to see if there's other people out there. Are you guys out there? All right, so let's get right into this. I'm gonna get into an audio over because I'm at home. I'm in my basement and I don't have a teleprompter, so I gotta read from this. I bought a laptop. I gotta read from a laptop, and I'm gonna make the audio sound a little bit better. I'm gonna take the mic. I'm gonna hold it and I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read this video to you guys. All right, let's get right into this. So I'm your host for this one, Landon Dallatsing, and let's just jump into it. All right, so whoa, my voice just got so much more clear. I'm literally holding the mic very close to my mouth. So this right here, this is the top 10 Netflix pandemic movies you shouldn't be watching alone, or at least I can't watch them alone because I get too into it and I get pretty terrified. So let's start this list off in at number 10, which is one of the most trending things right now, at least in Canada. I'm seeing it on Netflix, and I'm talking about the 2011 movie Contagion. Well, since this global crisis began, Contagion has shown a surge in views on Netflix. So I finally watched this movie, and honestly, in my opinion, this movie is terrifying because certain aspects of it, it feels like we're living it right now. Is this why everyone else is watching it, to see maybe what they do in the movie? Maybe we should do the same thing. Well, in the movie, there was a deadly disease spreading and there was no answers found. Cities all over the world are placed under quarantine, and a lot of people started looting and became violent. Later, there's a conspiracy theory introduced, and the plot introduces a lot of new dangers to the people in the movie. If anything, it kind of reminds you to not listen to these conspiracies. I'm hearing it all over the internet because a lot of these might come back to bite you, and they're just false. They're just, at the end of the day, a conspiracy. Next up, number 9, we have Outbreak, the 1995 movie. This movie is all about the virus that is very similar to the Ebola, which was having an outbreak in Zaire at the time, and it explores how far the government and society would go to cover up a pandemic. I mean, one of the first scenes of the show shows the government destroying an army base that housed infected soldiers. So yeah, there's that. Without giving too much away, this movie just shows you how easily the virus can mutate and spread, and how many civilians the government is willing to kill just so they can keep the pandemic a secret. Our number 8 slot goes to, well, it's called Pandemic 2020. I wonder if they made this movie... No, this movie definitely came out before the COVID-19 virus did. I'm pretty sure. Although now there are sources saying that COVID-19 actually affected America like months ago. Even the beginning of 2019, COVID-19 has been around. Okay, so this actually isn't a movie, but it's a limited documentary series all about workers who fight every day to keep influenza contained and who do everything they can to prevent a pandemic from happening. More than anything, this is heart-wrenching as you see what front lines and behind the scenes worker have to go through every single day. It also addresses a lot of anxiety people have about pandemics, which is especially relevant right now. So maybe don't watch this alone if you aren't ready to face these fears head on. And a quick shout out to all the essential workers out there, all the emergency people out there risking their lives every single day. And I'm even talking about cashiers, people that work in grocery stores, that stock our groceries for us to buy to survive. Thank you so much. And if you're one of these people watching this video right now, thank you so much. Coming in at number 7, we have Carrie's 2009 movie. This movie is set in kind of an almost post-apocalyptic time when most of humanity has been killed off by a disease. This movie is scary because it reveals that you never know who might actually be infected. Yeah, sort of like right now, and who you're able to trust in a pandemic situation. It also reveals the extent to which some people are willing to go to in order to protect themselves, which can be drastic according to this movie. Number 6 is Cargo, 2017. This movie was released. released. This American movie is a pandemic movie about zombies, and I'm thinking, are we gonna have real life zombies in 2020? It could happen. I'm just putting it out there. Because honestly, most pandemic movies are about zombies. Cargo explores the lengths a father will go in order to protect his baby during an apocalypse. I mean, there's parts of the movie that is sweet, but it also explores what people will do to others who are infected. Number 5 goes to It Comes at Night. This was released a few years back, 2017. Similar to Carrie's, this movie reveals that sometimes you never know who is infected, and being in close quarters with someone puts you at a much higher risk than being infected. The virus in this post-apocalyptic movie is pretty vague, but it's clear that it's painful and deadly. Another scary thing about this movie is that it shows that sometimes even when you're just trying to be a helpful and, a good person, like I know a lot of you guys are, you may not be rewarded for your actions, and that just might be your downfall. Which in a time everyone is trying to do their part to help, it's pretty depressing and not an entirely accurate message to spread. And at number 4 is 93 Days. That's how long I feel like I've been in isolation for. Well, 93 Days is a scary movie largely because it is based on a true story. I love when movies are based or inspired by true stories, as long as the inspired part stays as true to the true story as possible. Well, this movie follows 2 people who risked their lives in order to make sure that the Ebola virus was contained before it had a chance to become an epidemic. It's all about the Ebola outbreak in Nigeria and how it was successfully contained thanks to the work of 2 healthcare experts. The Ebola outbreak was a huge catastrophe and led to many deaths, so this is scary in itself. And that's so scary because we can put ourselves in that exact same situation right now. Coming in at number 3 is Here Alone. This movie was released 2016. The movie is a combination of heart-wrenching and scary. It's all about finding a new family during a post-apocalyptic period of a zombie pandemic. This movie is scary obviously because of the zombies. I'm pretty terrified of zombies. I don't know if I would be able to kill one. If my life was on the line, I mean, I'm gonna have to. But this movie is also scary because it shows you what it's like to lose your family to the zombie virus. So the characters in this movie need to learn who they can trust and when it's worth putting your life at risk for others. Okay, near the end here, number 2 is Cabin Fever, 2016 movie. I know a lot of you guys probably have watched this. Well, there isn't exactly one specific reason why this movie is scary. I think the whole thing is scary, but other than the fact that it's a pandemic movie about a flesh-eating disease that was created with the intentions of being a thriller, I mean, dark forests, abandoned cabins, dead dogs, creepy strangers, it all adds up to be the perfect virus-themed thriller. If you aren't very good with scary movies, make sure you guys don't watch this one alone. Go find someone in your household right now and watch it with them, or maybe you have to Skype. Make sure you're not going to a friend's house because that is absolutely forbidden right now, guys. And at number 1, we have Train to Busan. This South Korean movie is arguably one of the best zombie movies of all time. Well, let me know what you guys think is the best zombie movies of all time in the comment section below. Well, to me, this movie is terrifying not only because, well, duh, zombies, but because it shows you how quickly a virus can spread if it isn't properly contained. Well, I guess we're witnessing that right now. In the short time that the main characters are on the train, the virus spreads rapidly throughout the country, and even faster within the train itself because everyone is so close in proximity to each other. Social distancing, people, have you heard of it? I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of it by now. Apparently they have, because the smart uninfected ones all quarantine themselves in their own part of the train. So see, it works in the movies, so it's got to work in real life, right? All right, well, there you guys have it. I'm still holding the mic. This is how I filmed the video. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I thought I'd show you guys what I'm looking like these days. I'm pretty rough. I'm having a bad hair day because I had the worst haircut, and then everything decides to shut down on the worst haircut I've ever gotten in my life. Should I do it? Should I show you guys it? That's all you guys. That's all you guys get. All right, I was your host for this one, Landon Dallatsing, and I will see you guys all in the next most amazing top 10 video.